Do you think maybe Joe Biden knows exactly how the coyote feels? He could see it coming, and he knows there's not one blessed thing he can do about it. Good afternoon. Welcome back for another thought or two. I'm Russ Lambert, and I'm just going to share a thought or two on Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, and the mess we've got in front of us. Joe Biden has found himself wedged in between the old proverbial rock and a hard place. I could use any number of cliches right here, but I'll just settle for he's damned if he do and he's damned if he don't. On the surface, it appears that there is literally no way out for him. Now, my first instinct, truthfully, was to feel sorry for him. He's got a no good kid he's trying to cover for him. That's what it looked like at first. I mean, Hunter's his son. I'm sure he loves him. And a good dad will try to look out for his kids. No problem. Except in this case, the way things are beginning to look, they not just father-son, they co-conspirators. Now, we've heard all the descriptions of Hunter Biden. No skills, he's a dopehead, got kicked out of the Navy for drugs, and the list goes on. But somebody with no skills and no job somehow gets filthy rich. It kind of brings your attention to it. And I got a feeling all these emails that are coming to light, they're going to show us how all that happened. If he made all his money by selling access to the vice president of the United States, and the vice president played along for a percentage of the take, then Joe got a problem. Apparently, there are emails and text messages that indicated Joe Biden is indeed the big guy that we've heard made reference to. And in one message, a text message to, I think it was the one to his daughter, Hunter complains that, quote, Pop is keeping half of what I make. Another email refers to an equity split that includes 20 for H and 10 being held by H for the big guy. Now, if that's $20 or 20% or 20 million or 10 million, I don't know what those numbers are, but take it as you will.
Out in the Post, and this email makes it clear what the game was. The RICO violation that I've been talking about for 2 years. I knew they did this. I could never prove it before. Basically, what happens is the bad guy like Zlochevsky or Yi Jinping or the Russian widow gives 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 10 million to this drug addict, right? And what does the drug addict do? Well, he's writing to his daughter here. This is Hunter Biden to his daughter. He says, but I don't receive any respect, and that's fine, I guess. Works for you, apparently. I hope you all can do what I did and pay for everything for this entire family for 30 years. It's really hard, but don't worry. Unlike Pop, I won't make you give me half your salary.
Yeah, I mean, just
what basically you got it right. I mean,
yeah.
This is the Chinese method of corruption. Chapter 1 of Secret Empires by Peter Schweiker points out that when the Chinese do corruption, they don't give the money directly to you; they give it to your family, not your wife, because that has to be reported. So millions of dollars went to a drug addict, and millions of dollars went to a broken down lobbyist, his brother, and they were paying all his bills, and they were kicking back half of it to Joe. That says to me he's a big crook. Now, don't be surprised. A man who starts his life in law school cheating, right? Plagiarized in law school, no doubt about that. Plagiarized when he ran in the 1980s. Don't be so surprised that he's crooked.
And these are allegations, too. They've been around for several months, but a lot of people are saying that this is...
These are not allegations. This is proof, Alex. This is proof. I've convicted maybe 100 people on less evidence than that.
What it looks like. I'm going to use the analogy of a ticket window at a walk-in theater. The employee working in the ticket booth is selling tickets for access to the theater. You don't get to go in that theater and have a seat without giving that young man or that young lady the amount of money they ask you for. You either pay up or you just go back home. Now, Hunter Biden's the young guy in that ticket booth. In the theater he's selling access to is the office of the vice president. Now, can anybody think of any reason at all why people from Russia or China or Ukraine or any other place might want to have a chat with Vice President Biden? I doubt if it was because they were just starstruck and wanted an autograph. Not for $10 million anyway. Anyhow, it's going to play out over time. Right now, I know this. If I had voted early, and I had voted for Joe Biden before I learned about all this, I'd be sick to my stomach. Anyway, time's going to tell us. And until next time we get together here, be good to one another, and God bless you.